Caleb, obviously you got a lot of valuable experience last year, and then, we all knew Eric was gone, and then we hear Trey is gone. So when that happened, what's going through your mind?
Me and Trey are close. So Eric left, boom, the whole spring. It was me, Trey, Keon, and Amir. So we knew that we have to step up and take on a new leadership role. Then Trey ended up leaving. And it shocked a couple of us at first. But then after that, we got together, we sat down, we talked, and we understand we are the older guys in the room now. We have to lead. So I really didn't take it in any type of way, but it's understood that we have to lead from the front and show the ropes to everyone else, so they're going to follow our lead.
What were the major things that you learned in your first full year of really being dependent upon last year at your position that you can carry into this year?
At cornerback, you're going to get beat someplace. You try not to, but it's going to happen sometimes. Other guys are just as good as you. So having the next play mindset, okay, you got me, but you're not going to get me again for the rest of the game, or coming out and just dominating the whole entire game. It's probably what I learned last year the most.
Early on last year, you had that pick six. Where did that put you the rest of the year? Was that a thing that, kind of looking back on, was that a thing that really propelled you, or was it a thing that you tried to continue to emulate the remainder of the year and just didn't quite get there?
It propelled me in the sense of confidence, just going out there and feeling like I belonged to be out there, because I had my doubts in myself early on. Cornerback is a big confidence position. But yeah, it propelled me in that sense, and I just tried to play more comfortable while I was out there for the remainder of the season.
What are you doing better technique-wise this year in camp so far than you did last year?
My pad level has been a lot better, staying low. I'm getting in better shape because I'm taking more reps from the start of this year. But just taking coaching more and understanding that all the coaches want the best for me, and whatever they say, I need to listen and actually hone in on.
What has the position battle been like post Trey and Eric, those guys leading the program? Both sides were, when you look at the depth chart last year versus coming into preseason camp this year, you got two open spots. So what's it been like between yourself, Amir, Keon, and those guys?
On the field, it's very competitive. We all try to go out and play our best because we all obviously want to start. But off the field, we help each other. We talk about what we messed up on, give each other tips and reminders. So it's really nothing off the field, that no hard feelings or anything, but on the field, it's definitely a competition. Yes, sir.
Talk about the two newcomers that came in, transfers, and how they kind of fit in. What did you learn from them?
We had Shadwell and Kuba come from JUCO, and we had Glenn come from Southern. Two great players who I think are going to help our defense out tremendously. And they all bring their own little style and flavor to the cornerback position. So Glenn was telling me today on some things that could help myself as a bigger corner. So just all these different mindsets and opinions on the position, I feel like it's going to help a lot.
What have y'all been talking about in camp? I know the big off-season thing was got to do better in 2-minute defense, not give up big plays. What have you seen so far in camp that in areas that might improve to keep that?
We've been trying our hardest to eliminate the big plays. We try not to give up any explosive in practice, and one of our veteran safeties, Pat Mensah, he harps on not giving up an explosive, and after practice, if we do, he's on us and he tries to make us run a little bit if we do, and emphasizes the importance of not giving up the big play. And 2-minute, since the summer, we've been doing pretty good in 2-minute when we're going against our offense. Yeah, we have a pretty good record against them. Yes, sir.
So not too many explosive plays given up in practice thus far?
Try to eliminate it. We try to eliminate it.
Well, let me ask you this. When the offense does hit one of those big explosive plays, who's usually the guy coming down with the ball?
It's been a lot of different guys, but a guy that's been having a great camp is Rob Williams, the third. He's been having some amazing practices. Yeah.
Who have you been covering in practice?
All of them, really. But Rob's in the boundary, so I get to cover him a lot. Him and Trey Colbert, and those are two guys that have been working really hard and it's been paying off. It's been showing.
So Rob's still coming down with the ball against you?
Iron sharpens iron. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Iron sharpens iron.
So, I mean, that's the wide receiving core. They lost some people too, and so that's a major question. So, have you talk about y'all just trying to build each other up and help each other? And is anybody else, or is it mostly we've heard Rob from day one, but who else has kind of stepped in?
I feel like the whole team has. There was a big senior class. So we've been emphasizing that next man up mentality. We're a no-name team really this year. Like no one really knows any of the guys, but you all, obviously. But Jake Bernard, Pete's been here making plays for us, but Pete, Jake, the whole receiver room really has had their moments and stepped up. Harvey Broussard is a freshman that's going to probably step in and help us at times. Yeah. Trying to think if I left anyone out. Oh, and the tight ends. The tight ends are stepping up tremendously, in the pass game especially.
So how many picks do you want to get this year? What's your goal?
Selfishly, I dropped a few last year. I had the one, but I dropped a couple last year. I know as a team, defense, we want to finish the season #1 in turnovers. I don't really have a goal set for myself, yes, sir. But as a team, we trying to get that #1 spot in the whole NCAA.
There you go. You seem. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, sir. Coach Burris tells me I'm too nice sometimes.
I was gonna say, I think some guys come in here and we visit with them. They kind of give off just kind of that energy. You don't really give that off. So how do you switch that on when you step out there?
On the field, no one's my friend. They trying to get me just like I'm trying to get them. Like before practice, I talk to Rob, but on the field, me and Rob hardly say anything to each other. Like I don't know him. So yeah, I just try to flip that switch on and understand that on the field, it's me versus you. I'm trying to beat you, you trying to beat me.